Bonk has been going bonkers in the last 2 months. It has eaten 2 zeros, essentially 10xing, which is very awesome. And as a cherry on top, it just got listed today in Binance. So we're gonna cover all this and more. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere to get the full scoop. What's going on, guys? Crypto Hoy here, bringing you guys another news, another update from the crypto space. And if you guys get value out of this video, you guys can help support my channel by giving it a like and subscribing if you haven't done so yet. And also hit the bell so you never miss another video, another update. Let's first start off with our 10x price because I think this is very interesting. And I'm gonna put this into perspective so you guys can see how massive this is, okay? So let's look back here and just about like 2 months ago, okay, like 60 days. So in October 15th, all right, the price had 0.00000. There was like 6 zeros, okay? And it was like around 18, 19 or something like that, but there were 6 zeros, all right? And now it has eaten 2 zeros and it is at 0.000028. So I went ahead and kind of done this calculation here so you guys can see how massive this is. If we were to compare, you know, at 18, like at 0.60 18, and then compare it to the current price, roughly around 0.40 28 or 29, it varies sometimes, even goes up to 30 sometimes. If you just put $100 and you bought it at this price with 6 zeros, and if you were to sell it with 4 zeros at this price, you're looking at over $15,000 from $100 of an investment. You're gonna end up, if you were to sell right now, you know, if you bought this back in mid of October and sell at mid-December at $100, you're looking at $15,000 or over $15,000, which is insane, which is bonkers. Now, let's say that maybe you have a little bit more money. So let's add another zero. Instead of investing $100, you invest $1,000. You're looking at $155,000 or, you know, a little bit over that amount, which is, again, insane, is bonkers. So, yeah, I think this is very awesome. Of course, we can tell the future about the tokens. Here, you know what's going to happen. It can go up or it can go downwards, as we can see here as well, looking at all their pretty much all their history. They had a little tiny bump, I guess a little tiny bull run, but it quickly just died off and it was just dormant. It's just been pretty much down, just flat. And all of a sudden, like mid-October, it started gaining momentum until it just blew up and went pretty much all the way to the moon, which is very awesome. I'm hoping that most of these people are able to take profit along the way, because I mean, once you recover your initial investments, anything beyond that is just, you know, it's just play money pretty much. So hopefully they did. But the other thing that I also want to cover here is the news with Binance, okay, which is, I think, is very awesome. You need to keep in mind that this token has only been around since last Christmas, only a year. All right, and has already made it into Binance, which is very difficult to do, but they did it. And when we go here to Binance, they mention here about the new spot trading pairs. Here are the pairs, and so it's already listed there, so you can go ahead and trade, but you won't be able to withdraw until the 16th, which is tomorrow at 8 o'clock UTC. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that they mention here that it's going to be listed, but with a seed tag applied. So what is that? So when we scroll down here, a seed tag represents innovative projects that may exhibit higher volatility and risk compared to other listed tokens. The seed tag will be applied to Bonk, and basically, like it says right here, the users will need to respond or correspond to like some quizzes, like answer some questions every 90 days, just to ensure that they understand not just the terms and conditions or use, but also, like it says right here, to ensure users are aware of the risk before trading the token with the seed tag. So pretty much they just want to make sure that all the you know, users, anybody who wants to buy and trade or sell this token, whoever wants to get involved essentially with this token, are aware of the high risk. So that's pretty much it. But overall, I think it's very interesting. I think that, you know, congrats to them that they made it all the way to Binance. And one thing to keep in mind also is that Bonk is the largest meme coin in Solana, which we don't really see, you know, at least here in my channel. Most of the tokens that I cover here, from pre-sales and meme tokens, usually it's either on Ethereum. Most of them are in Ethereum, but also there's a lot in Binance, but very rare do we come across a Solana one, at least from my experience. And then it says, please note that it is created by an anonymous team. All right. And one thing that really caught my attention is here. Okay. So when we go here to the Medium from Bonk, and I'll make sure to have all these links down below in the description so you guys can also go check them out. But I just want to highlight two things. The first one is their historical context and token distribution. Okay. So this is how they started. Okay. It says Bonk token was launched with a fair distribution model, an airdrop to Solana's active community members. During the tumultuous period for the network, the strategy was to distribute 50% of Bonk token to existing Solana users, developers, and creators as a gesture of goodwill and to stimulate activity during times of uncertainty. So this is crazy, okay? So they did something here very similar, if you guys remember, with Shiba Inu, okay? When Vitalik Buterin, they sent to his wallet like 50% of Shiba Inu of the supply, which is insane. This was like in 2021, but like a couple years over, 2 years ago. But pretty much it says here that over the past year, the anonymous developers, similar to Bonk, they're anonymous. It says here, the anonymous developers of Shiba Inu SHIB sent 50% of the tokens applied to Vitalik Buterin wallet. So this is just very similar, I guess, the tactic or strategic that they're using, strategy. Pretty much the same thing what Bonkers is doing, like copying, I guess, in a certain way, except that instead of sending 50% to like, Buterin or Vitalik's wallets, or to somebody in a specific, they're sending it to the Solana's community because that's where the token, that's the blockchain they're using. All right, they're using is based on Solana. All right, on that network. So they're using 50% of they're distributing 50% of Bonk to like Solana's community, which is crazy. All right, very similar, and also very similar to Shiba Inu. Okay, they had no pre-sale, guys. All right, Shiba Inu, when it was launched, it was just launched with no pre-sale, similar to what Bonk did. Okay, they made a launch, like I said right here, they had a fair distribution model. So when they launched it, they just launched it, I guess, to like random people holding Solana, I guess, in their wallets, and that's how they launched it. Okay, so it was like a fair launch, but at the same time doing a fair distribution model, like they mentions here, doing airdrops, which I think is just also insane for them doing this. I guess it's sort of risky as well because you don't know how people are going to react, and we can see that maybe sometimes earlier people were also selling, but I guess now it had paid off. They had this really massive bull run that is still currently going. We don't know if this price can still keep going up, or there could be a massive correction coming here in the future. I do believe that there is going to be a massive correction, but who knows? Maybe it can still keep going all the way to Christmas time, right? It can go to the moon by Christmas. But the other thing that I also wanted to cover, or better yet, to emphasize or like to highlight or point out, is exactly that we see so many tokens having pre-sales for really no need. And we see here this token that had no pre-sale, like it says right here, the initially launched as a free airdrop to Solana community on Christmas Day 2022. So this is about to have its anniversary in Christmas of this year. So it's only been around for like practically a year, and it's doing really great, and it has key projects. Okay, so here we have some of the projects that have Bonk Swap. It's like how are they able to do this, like with what funds, if they didn't have any pre-sales? But this just goes to show you that if all these projects are possible even without a pre-sale. Like Pep coin, the meme coin as well, they didn't have a pre-sale. We also saw Shiba Inu didn't have a pre-sale. Bitcoin, they didn't have a pre-sale. You know what I mean? Like all these tokens, like they were able to launch without needing to have a pre-sale. An exception is Ethereum, but you need to keep in mind that Ethereum, they were creating their own blockchain. All right, they were creating and also, I would say, invented those smart contracts to allow other tokens to create their own tokens based on the Ethereum network, okay, blockchain. So that's the exception that I see there. But most of these ones, they're using existing blockchains, okay? Well, except for Bitcoin, but Bitcoin again is the pioneer, right? And from the beginning, the only way you were able to get Bitcoin was by actually mining, right? And then later on, trading became a thing. But in the beginning, you have to mine to earn Bitcoin. But pretty much, going back here, focusing here on this topic, I think that this just basically goes to show that, You don't really need a pre-sale. Pre-sales, I guess it could be fun, and I guess it depends how you look at it, but here's a clear example of what you can do without a pre-sale. Just launch the token, just find a great way to market the token, right? And just let the market dictate it. Like, let the market see if they get value, and if they do, they're gonna buy. That's just pretty much what it is. And then we get some some results like this. Now this right here, like, this is really amazing, to look at this chart right here, that is doing really great now. Now we need to keep in mind that it has been dormant for like a very long time, and that's just how it is. Some of these tokens do very great, and some they just stay down here, but at least it wasn't like a pump and dump type of pre-sale, because there wasn't a pre-sale in the first place. They pretty much just launched it, sent out tokens as airdrops, to random, I guess, holders of Solana, and just see what the market did with it, if they did something or not, and then just pretty much go from there. But that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to cover this. I think that overall Bonk is doing very well. I think it's a good project. And yeah, share your thoughts, what you guys think about all of this in a comment section down below. And if you guys want to know more about spot Bitcoin ETFs, about the recent news or updates, watch this video right here. And if you guys want to know more about a potential regulation that could be coming to the crypto space, also watch this other video right here. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.